Yeah, I've been seated an extra 3 minutes. I'm going to try not to use those 3 minutes, please, because it's been way super long, and there's a lot of people who are interested in this who want to talk, and I want to not talk as much. And I do have a PowerPoint, so this is it.
Okay, go ahead.
So Dr. Joel Bohemia from Naples, Florida. I'm co-founder of Stand for Health Freedom, where our concern is informed choice. And I'm also the co-owner of a website called greenmedinfo.com, where we collate research from the National Library of Medicine only. Okay, so this is peer-reviewed research. So on our website, we have 248 unique abstracts of studies regarding the harms of fluoride on the human body, where there's 26 adverse pharmacological actions, okay, including neurotoxicity, anti-fertility, cardiotoxic, oxidative, like one of the people we're talking about earlier, and the list goes on and on, okay? Our website and the research shows that it potentially contributes to 91 different diseases, although the focus here has been on brain, IQ, and ADHD, which is prevalent nowadays. Interestingly enough, I've spoken at a handful of these around the state. I'm from Naples. We had it removed there. We had it removed in Collier County, removed in Immokalee. And every single person that I've spoken to who actually works with fluoride directly, all have either come publicly and said, you got to remove it because it's poisonous, or they've come to us privately afterwards and said, thank you so much, we want it removed out of the water. These are the people who work with adding fluoride to the water, except, ironically, for dentists. Dentists seem to be the group who are absolutely and staunchly supportive of fluoride, because for the last 70 years, they've been absolutely and staunchly in support of fluoride. And that's what we have here tonight, except a few of them from IAOMT, but the majority of dentists are I want to say, really intensely supportive of fluoride. So what we found is there have been two, obviously, that we talked about, the two last big tectonic shifts in the mindset of fluoride have been the EPA's lawsuit, which the EPA was ordered and instructed now to go to remove the fluoride and figure out how to remove the neurotoxicant from the damaging brains of children, because they said anywhere between 4 IQ points to 10 IQ points were being reduced in children, right? And obviously, the National Toxicology Program came out and said the same thing, that it's damaging the brains of children. And that's why we're all here today, and that's why there's standing room only today. And I just want to share a few points, because generally the dentists come up like they did exactly the same thing tonight, including the dentists from the public who come up, and they say, well, the CDC says it's safe, and they say the EPA says it's safe, and the American Dental Association says it's safe. Yet when you ask the experts under oath, and this is the difference, under oath, they will say, just like Dr. Ed Ohanian from the EPA, the question is, a baby that is formula fed receives over 100 times the amount of fluoride as a baby who is breastfed. He's asked the question under oath, and what does he say? Yes. EPA expert Dr. Joyce Suji, do you think the recommendation to avoid the use of fluoridated water in infant baby formula is a reasonable and sound recommendation, she's asked? It certainly appears to be reasonable, given that the dose to infants is potentially greater than the reference dose for dental fluorosis and provides no benefit at that stage. Next expert.
There's no need in screaming.
Oh, sorry, I just get a little excited. Let me stand
You're
back
doing
there.
really good, though, on the microphone.
Okay, thank you. Okay, again, CDC, Casey Hannon. CDC agrees with the NRC that it is apparent that fluoride has the ability to interfere with the function of the brain and the body by direct and indirect means, he's asked. And under oath, he says, yes. And the deposition of the EPA neurotoxicologist, Dr. Stanley Barone Jr., fluoride has the ability to interfere with the functions of the brain. What's his answer? Yes. I believe their findings of the research are correct. And the last one, who is supposed to be the absolute and utmost expert, she is the EPA's expert, Dr. Joyce Donoghue of the Office of Water. And she's told and asked, there is significant relationship between low levels of fluoride in the urine of pregnant women and ADHD symptoms in children. Yes. And then the lawyer continues, and this further supports the need for reassessment of current safety standards of fluoride in the United States? And her answer is yes. So when we appeal to authorities of CDC and EPA, and if you go to their websites, they all say fluoride is safe and effective. Yet under oath, when they're told they have to tell the truth, they all say it's dangerous to the brain. And this is why you have standing room only here tonight, and the press is here and everybody is here. Why? Because there's a movement that's sweeping the nation called Make America Healthy Again that crosses political allegiances like we've never seen before, and there's tens of millions of people who are taking their health back because we've eroded the trust. Our government has eroded their trust by the population. We no longer trust the CDC or the EPA because they tell us one thing and then under oath they lie to us. So the question becomes to the people of Bartow, if you're standing there with your child and you're told you could have fluoride in your water, but the chances of your children developing brain damage, lowering their IQs by 4 to 10 points, which is 4 to 10%, is very high, or you can fluoride your water and
Sir,
detect
your
your
time is
caries.
done.
The
Here, I'll
answer
take care of
is
it.
clear. The answer is very clear. It's
Thank
time
you.
to remove
Control me.
fluoride
Okay.
from the water. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm taking control.